To do well in NEET exam, we need to remember all the important topics, lines, diagrams from NCERT, particularly for biology. To memorize all the important lines, we need to read NCERT again and again. So from today, we will finish reading one topic each day. Before starting, I have one request from you, that is, please kindly share this video to somebody who is not reading NCERT like me. So this would really help them, and this would increase the chance to exponentially to get into the position where you are and where I am. Okay, thank you for that. Let's start Kingdom Monera. Bacteria are the sole members of Kingdom Monera. They are most abundant organisms. Bacteria occur almost everywhere. Hundreds of bacteria are present in handful of soils. They also live in extreme habitats such as hot spring, desert, snow, and deep oceans where very few other life forms can survive. See, although we can't see the bacteria with our naked eyes, but bacteria is present everywhere. Many of them live in or other organisms as a parasites. Bacteria are grouped under 4 categories based on their shapes: spherical, that is coccus; plural cocci; the rod-shaped bacillus; plural bacilli; the comma-shaped vivrium; plural vibrio; and the spiral, that is spirillum, and plural is spirilla. See the shapes of bacteria. Cocci is spherical shapes, and bacilli is rod shape, which have spore also, I think, and spirilla is flagella, comma shape, that is vibrio. Though the bacterial structure is very simple, they are very complex in behavior. See, structure is simple but complex in behavior. Complex in behavior. Compared to many other organisms, bacteria as a group show the most extensive metabolic diversity. Extensive metabolic diversity, remember this line. And some of the bacteria are autotrophic. They synthesize their own food from inorganic substrates. They may be photosynthetic autotrophic or chemosynthetic autotrophic. The vast majority of bacteria are heterotrophs. They depend on the organisms or on dead organic matter for food. They are autotrophic. Some of the bacteria are autotrophic. Okay, some of the bacteria are autotrophic, but in autotrophic there are 2 categories. One is photosynthetic autotrophic and other is chemosynthetic autotrophic. Photosynthetic autotrophic is which make their foods from sunlight, I think everyone know, and chemosynthetic autotrophic, that is from inorganic substrates. Okay, now archaebacteria. It may be not sure. Archaebacteria. Okay, archaebacteria. These bacteria are special since they live in some of the most harsh habitat. Archaebacteria are special because they live in harsh habitat such as extreme salty areas, which is called halophils, hot spring thermoacidophils, and marshy areas, methanogens. Archaebacteria differs from other bacteria in having a different cell wall structures, and this feature is responsible for their survival in extreme condition. They have, see, the archaebacteria of the cell wall of archaebacteria is different from all the other bacteria because they survive in extreme conditions. Methanogens are present in the gut of several ruminant animals such as cows, buffaloes, and they are responsible for the production of methane that is biogas, one of the biogas that is methane from the dung of these animals. Eubacteria. There are thousands of different eubacteria or true bacteria. They are characterized by the presence of rigid cell walls and, if motile flagellum. See, if the bacteria is motile, then they will have flagella. The cyanobacteria, also referred to as blue-green algae, have chlorophyll A similar to green plants and are photosynthetic autotrophs. They are photosynthetic, therefore similar to green plants, obviously बात है. The cyanobacteria are unicellular, colonial or filamentous. Freshwater, marine or terrestrial algae, the colonies are generally surrounded by a gelatinous sheet. They often form blooms in polluted water bodies. Some of these organisms can fix atmospheric nitrogen in specialized cells is called heterocytes. Example, nostoc and anavena. Chemosynthetic autotroph. So, we have studied here autotrophic, these two types, that is photosynthetic autotrophic and chemosynthetic autotrophic, right? Here, photosynthetic autotrophs are cyanobacteria, which is also referred to as blue-green algae, or chemosynthetic is, and in cyanobacteria we have heterocytes which fix atmospheric nitrogen in which they fix atmospheric nitrogen. The example of cyanobacteria are nostoc and anavena, which fix nitrogen. And they also form blooms in polluted water bodies. Now, chemosynthetic autotroph bacteria oxidize various organic substances such as nitrates, nitrites, and ammonia, and use the released energy for their ATP productions. They play a great role in recycling nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron, and sulfur. Chemosynthetic autotroph oxidize various organic substances like nitrates, nitrites, and ammonia, and recycle nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and iron, sulfur. Now, heterotrophic bacteria. Heterotrophic bacteria are most abundant in nature. Which bacteria is most abundant? Heterotrophic bacteria is most abundant. The majority are important decomposers. Many of them have a significant impact on human affairs. They are helpful in making curd from milk, productions of antibiotics, fixing nitrogen in legumes. Legume roots, etc. Some are pathogens causing disease, causing damages to human beings, crops, farms, animals, and pets, etc. Cholera, typhoid, tetanus, citrus crackers are well-known diseases caused by different bacteria. Bacteria reproduce mainly by fission. Sometimes under unfavorable conditions, they produce spore. They also reproduce by short of sexual reproductions by adopting primitive type of DNA transfer from one bacteria to the other, done by conjugation. The process is called conjugation, I think. The mycoplasma are organisms that completely lack cell wall. Mycoplasma lack cell wall. They are the smallest living cell known and can survive without oxygen. Many mycoplasma are pathogenic in animals and plants. Right. Okay, that's the complete NCERT of the kingdom Monera. And now we will point out some points from here which is important. So, kingdom Monera. Kingdom Monera Okay, sorry for disturbance. See, kingdom Monera. Bacteria are the sole member, kingdom Monera. Bacteria, that is sole member of kingdom Monera. Found in everywhere. Found in everywhere. Extreme habitats such as hot spring, deserts, snow, and deep bacteria. Okay, types on the basis of based on their shape. Types based on their shape. One, that is coccus. That is spherical, round, spherical shape, that is coccus, and plural, cocci. Two, rod shape. Two, that is rod shaped, that is bacilli. Bacillus, plural, bacilli. Bacilli. Comma shaped. Comma shaped. That is vibrio. So vivrium. Plural, vibrio. Spiral shape. Spiral shaped. Spirillum, plural, spirally. Sorry, spirilla. Okay, you can see the diagrams. Now, okay, and this is the fourth type. Now, bacteria structure is very simple. Structure of bacteria is very simple. is very simple but complex in behavior. Most extensive metabolic diversity. Some of the bacteria are autotrophic, some are autotrophic, some are autotrophic, and autotrophically two types, that is photoautotrophic and chemoautotrophic. Sorry, chemosynthetic. So chemoautotrophic we can also autotrophic. Cyanobacteria example. Purple sulfur bacteria, not in NCERT. Majority of bacteria are heterotrophic. Now, archaebacteria. These bacteria are special since they live in extreme, most harsh habitat, salty, halophil, hot spring, thermoacidophils, marshy, methanogens. Differ from other bacteria in cell wall structure. Methanogens ruminant animals, produce biogas. Bacteria. There are thousands of different bacteria. Through bacteria, they are characterized by presence of rigid cell wall, and if motile flagella. Cerevisium, cyanobacteria, blue, green algae, photosynthetic, chlorophyll A, photosynthetic, therefore photostatic, unicellular, colonial, or filamentous. Freshwater, marine water, or terrestrial water. Freshwater, marine water, terrestrial water. Form blooms, fix nitrogen, and heterocyte. Nostoc in Annabella. Example: Nostoc Annabella. Chemosynthetic. Oxidize various inorganics. Oxidize various inorganic substance. Such as nitrates, nitrates, and ammonia. Nitrates, nitrites, and ammonia. Use the released energy and they use the released energy for their ATP productions. They take heat, recycling, nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron, sulfur. Heterotrophic bacteria most abundant. Most abundant decomposer, majority decomposer, carbs like milk, helping for antibiotics, fix nitrogen in vacuum, nitrogen in vacuum, of roots, legume roots, etc. Okay, some cause Dd'ß, that is cholera, typhoid, tetanus, citrus, knacker, reproduced by fusion, unfavorable conditions for DNA transfer, mycoplasma lack cell walls, and they are the small living. Okay, now see bacteria. Which points we need to remember is bacteria, sole members of kingdom Monera, abundant macroorganism, the most abundant macroorganism, found in everywhere, spring, desert, snow, everywhere. Types: spherical, that is coccus, and plural cocci, rod-shaped bacillus, plural bacilli, comma-shaped vivrium, and plural vibrio, spiral, that is spirillum, that is plural is spirilla. Their structure is simple, they are very complex in behavior. Their most extensive metabolic diversity. They have most extensive metabolic diversity. Some bacteria are autotrophic. Autotrophic, two types: photosynthetic autotrophic and chemosynthetic autotrophic. And majority are heterotrophs. Archaebacteria, special since they live in most harsh habitat, and most harsh habitat such as extreme salty area, halophils, hot springs called thermoacidophils, marshy areas, methanogen. They produce biogas. They present in ruminant animals. Their cell wall structure is different from all bacteria. Eubacteria, they have rigid cell wall, motile if flagella present, and cyanobacteria, which is blue-green algae, which is also called blue-green algae, and they have chlorophyll A like plants, so they are photosynthetic. Cyanobacteria, they are unicellular colonial filamentous, fresh or marine water terrestrial, and the colonies generally surrounded by a glutinous sheath. They form blooms in polluted water. They also fix atmospheric nitrogen in a special cell which is heterocyte. Example of cyanobacteria, nostoc and anapena, which have heterocytes. And chemosynthetic autotroph bacteria, they oxidize various inorganic substances such as nitrous, ammonia, nitrates, and ammonia. Use the released energy for their ATP production. They play great role in recycling nitrates. They play a great role in recycling nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur, iron, sulfur. Chemosynthetic recycle nitrogen, phosphorus, and iron. Nitrogen, phosphorus, iron, sulfur. Heterotrophic bacteria are most abundant in nature. Decomposer, curd from milk make lactobacillus bacteria, which is heterotrophic bacteria, and antibiotics fix nitrogen legume roots. Some are pathogens causing damage to human beings' crops like cholera, typhoid, tetanus, citrus, knacker. Cholera is by the bacteria of the cholera is by typhoid is by Salmonella typhi, and tetanus is Clostridium tetani, and citrus knacker is Xanthomonas citri. Bacteria reproduce fissions and unfavorable conditions spore. Sexual reproduction is also by conjugations, and Mycoplasma like cell wall survive without oxygen, and the pathogens, some are pathogens in animals and plants. Okay, thank you. That's all for today.